Football in England has a long and rich history, stretching back centuries and evolving through various forms and iterations. Before there were established rules, people played different versions of the game, each with its own unique set of customs and traditions. These early forms of football were often rough and chaotic, with few regulations to guide the play. They involved kicking a ball towards a goal, but the methods and objectives varied widely from one region to another. Villages would compete against each other in these informal matches, often turning them into major local events. These matches were more about local pride than organised sport, serving as a way for communities to come together and showcase their skills. Despite the lack of formal rules, these early games were important. They were a reflection of the social and cultural fabric of the time. They laid the foundation for the sport we know and love today, influencing the development of modern football. People from all walks of life enjoyed playing and watching these matches. It was a unifying activity that brought together different segments of society. As the game evolved, it became clear that a standardized set of rules was needed to ensure consistency and fairness. This would ensure fairness and make the game more enjoyable for everyone, allowing for a more structured and competitive environment. The need for a unified set of rules led to the formation of the Football Association in 1863, a pivotal moment in the history of the sport. This landmark event marked the beginning of organised football in England, setting the stage for the sport's future growth and development. It paved the way for the development of the professional game, transforming football from a casual pastime into a serious and widely followed sport. It's hard to imagine modern football without this crucial step. The formation of the Football Association not only standardised the rules, but also helped in promoting the sport on a larger scale. Early football clubs began to form, each adopting the new standardised rules, which allowed for more organised and competitive matches. Leagues and tournaments started to emerge, providing a structured platform for teams to compete and showcase their talents. The sport's popularity grew rapidly, with fans flocking to stadiums to support their local teams and witness the excitement of the matches. Over time, football equipment and uniforms evolved, becoming more sophisticated and specialised, further enhancing the quality of the game. Today, football is a global phenomenon, with state-of-the-art stadiums and millions of fans worldwide, all thanks to the early pioneers who laid the groundwork for the sport. The journey from those early chaotic matches to the highly organised and celebrated sport we know today is a testament to the enduring appeal and universal love for football. The birth of English football is not just a story of a sport, but a story of community, passion, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The year 1863 was a pivotal year for English football. It marked the beginning of a new era, one that would transform a chaotic and unregulated pastime into a structured and widely celebrated sport. Representatives from 12 London clubs and schools came together. These individuals were passionate about the game and recognised the need for a unified approach to its rules and regulations. They met at the Freemasons Tavern in London, a venue that would become synonymous with the birth of organised football. This historic meeting was the first step towards creating a standardised set of rules. Their goal was to create a single set of rules for football. This was no small task, as different clubs had their own variations of the game, leading to confusion and inconsistency. This meeting led to the formation of the Football Association, FA. The FA was established to oversee the game and ensure that all clubs adhered to the same rules. The FA's first set of rules helped to shape the game as we know it. These rules included fundamental aspects of the game, such as the size of the pitch, the number of players, and the duration of the match. They outlawed carrying the ball and introduced the concept of a throw-in. These changes were crucial in distinguishing football from other similar sports, such as rugby. However, some rules, like the offside rule, were still different from today's game. The offside rule has evolved significantly over the years, reflecting the changing nature of the sport. The FA Cup, the oldest national football competition in the world, was established in 1871. This competition provided a platform for clubs to compete on a national level, further promoting the sport. This competition quickly gained popularity and helped to spread the popularity of football across England. The FA Cup became a symbol of excellence and competition, drawing large crowds and fostering a sense of community. The creation of the FA and the FA Cup were crucial steps. They provided the necessary structure and legitimacy that the sport needed to grow and thrive. They brought structure and organisation to a previously chaotic game. Before the FA, football was played with varying rules, leading to confusion and disputes. The FA's regulations brought clarity and consistency. This paved the way for the development of a professional league and the global phenomenon football is today. The foundations laid in 1863 have allowed football to become the world's most popular sport, enjoyed by millions across the globe. In the early days, football was an amateur sport. It was a pastime enjoyed by many, but it lacked the structure and organisation we see today. Players were not paid and played for the love of the game. They balanced their passion for football with their day jobs, often working long hours before heading to the pitch. However, as the sport grew in popularity, so did the crowds attending matches. The excitement and energy of the fans were palpable, and the matches became major social events. Clubs began to see the potential for financial gain. They realised that with the growing number of spectators, there was an opportunity to generate revenue through ticket sales and other means. This led to the introduction of professionalism in 1885. The decision was met with mixed reactions, but it was a necessary step to ensure the sport's growth and sustainability. The Football League was formed in 1888. This league provided a structured competition and a formal schedule, which helped to standardise the sport. This was a significant moment in English football history. It marked the transition from a casual pastime to a serious, organised sport. It marked the beginning of professional football as we know it. The formation of the league brought about a new era, where football was not just a game, but a profession. The first league consisted of 12 clubs, mainly from the Midlands and north of England. These clubs laid the foundation for what would become a global phenomenon. Preston North End became the first champions. Their success set a high standard for other clubs to aspire to. The introduction of professionalism changed the face of English football. It brought about a new level of commitment and dedication from the players. Players could now earn a living from playing the sport. This financial incentive attracted more talent and allowed players to focus solely on football. This led to higher standards of play and increased competition between clubs. The quality of the matches improved, and fans were treated to more exciting and skillful displays of football. The Football League expanded rapidly, with new divisions added to accommodate the growing number of professional clubs. This expansion ensured that more teams had the opportunity to compete at a high level, further enhancing the sport's popularity and reach. The fans played a crucial role in this growth. Their unwavering support and passion for the game helped to drive the sport forward, creating a vibrant and dynamic football culture. Today, the legacy of those early days can be seen in the modern football leagues around the world. The foundations laid by the pioneers of the Football League have led to the global phenomenon that football is today. Football has transcended borders, becoming a universal language that brings people together. The rise of the Football League was just the beginning of a journey that continues to captivate millions of fans worldwide. Section 4, the wars and the beautiful game football during times of strife. The two world wars had a profound impact on English football. Many players and fans were called up to serve their country. Football grounds were repurposed for military use. Despite these challenges, football continued to be played during both wars. During World War I, a special football league was organised for teams to compete in. This helped to maintain morale and provide entertainment for those at home. However, the war also led to the tragic loss of many talented footballers. Their sacrifices are remembered to this day. After the wars, football played a crucial role in uniting the nation. People flocked to stadiums to watch their favourite teams and forget about the hardships they had endured. Football provided a sense of normalcy and hope during difficult times. Section 5, Giants of the Green, the rise of legendary clubs. The professionalisation of football led to the emergence of some of the most famous and successful clubs in the world. Clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal and Everton established themselves as major forces in English football. These clubs built large fan bases and enjoyed considerable success. They competed for trophies both domestically and in European competitions. Their rivalries became legendary, captivating fans across generations. Players like Sir Bobby Charlton, Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush became household names. They inspired millions with their skill and passion for the game. These clubs became more than just sports teams. They became symbols of their cities and communities. They represented a source of pride and identity for their fans. Section 6, 1966 and all that England's triumph on the world stage. The 1966 FIFA World Cup, hosted in England, was a defining moment for English football. England, led by manager Sir Alf Ramsey and captain Bobby Moore, played West Germany in the final at Wembley Stadium. The final was a tense and dramatic affair. The game went to extra time after finishing 2-2. Geoff Hurst scored a hat-trick, securing England's first and only World Cup victory. This victory remains the pinnacle of English football achievement. The 1966 World Cup victory had a transformative impact on English football. It captured the nation's imagination and cemented football's place as the national sport. It also inspired a generation of young players. They dreamed of emulating their heroes and bringing further glory to English football.